Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, one TikTok challenge continues being a danger in Kentucky schools. The warning from district leaders. And an East Kentucky pastor talks about his experience being kidnapped in South Africa.
And an overall quiet weekend is in store, but I'm first alerting you to another chance of storms. Find out when coming up.
Dedicated to Southern and Eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Caroline Mueller. We begin with an update on a search for a missing man out of Laurel County. Crews say they have recovered a body from Laurel Lake. The game warden says 2 men involved were fishing when their boat got too close to a dam, got caught in a current, and capsized. Crews say the body was found at approximately 3 p.m., roughly 50 yards from where the boat capsized. Officials have not confirmed if the body belongs to John Myrick. We continue to follow a shooting that happened yesterday in Knox County. The victim, who was shot and flown out to UK hospital, was released from the hospital today. Police also say they have identified a suspect in the case. But one thing that has not changed in the case, the suspect is not in custody. Police are asking for your help finding 42-year-old Daniel Edwards. Take a look at your screen. This is a picture of Edwards. Police say he is described as 6 feet tall with a shaved head with tattoos on his neck and arms. If you know where he may be, contact the Knox County Sheriff's Office at 606-546-3181. Police say to not approach him as he is considered armed and dangerous. A man is facing drug charges after police say they found a substance believed to be meth in his possession. It happened on Rockcastle River Forestry Road in Laurel County on Wednesday. Police pulled over Sean Chitwood after they say he committed an equipment violation. In addition to finding suspected meth, they say Chitwood was also operating on a DUI suspended license. He was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. The Kentucky Lotto winner arrested in Florida currently is still in jail, but he may be getting out soon. James Farthing posted bond this morning. Farthing entered a not guilty plea on Tuesday to charges of battery on a law enforcement officer. According to court documents, he is also requesting a jury trial and waived his presence at any pretrial conferences or status hearings. Farthing was arrested in Florida days after winning a $167 million Powerball jackpot. 4 teachers in central Kentucky are facing charges. One was accused of hitting and killing a man with her car while driving drunk. The dean of students at one high school was charged with wanton endangerment after police say he flashed a gun at someone. Another one faces child pornography charges, and a mental health specialist was charged with criminal abuse relating to an investigation centered around 2 Madison County daycares. We will have more about this tonight at 11. Voter registration increased marginally in April throughout the Commonwealth. In a release from the Secretary of State's office, there was an increase of about 600 voters. Secretary of State Michael Adams said in a statement, Kentuckians are enjoying a short break from the election period, but the 2026 cycle is already starting. Nearly 6,000 University of Kentucky students will get their diplomas over the next 2 days. While their family and friends come to celebrate with them, it could mean more drivers that are bumper to bumper. Lexington Police Lieutenant Jeremiah Davis says their traffic plan encompasses much of downtown, including areas of High, Main, Maxwell, and Broadway streets. None are completely closed.
We have folks who are working at various intersections as well as crosswalks around the area of Rupp Arena, and we ask that anybody traveling in those areas please slow down, pay extra attention.
Davis says to specifically pay attention to folks out walking to their destination. He says pedestrians need to look for designated walking areas. Once commencement ceremonies wrap up tonight, there will be another one tomorrow morning. Lexington police say they will keep updating their social media for alerts and any other changes or traffic impacts. Transportation cabinet officials say crews will soon be doing roadwork in Harlan County. Kentucky 72 at mile point 13.313 will be closed from May 20th through the 23rd due to bridge replacement operations. The road will be closed each day from 7 in the morning until 5 in the evening. Crews will also work on Kentucky 3485 in Bell County. That road will be closed on Tuesday from 7 in the morning until 7 in the evening due to cross-drain operations. Kentucky 190 and Kentucky 74 can be used as alternate routes during the construction. Kentucky State Police are working to make it easier for newly eligible teens to get their driver's permits. They're hosting events throughout the state on Saturday, May 17th, to help meet the increased interest for teens waiting to apply for a permit. The state is offering more than 1,500 written test permit appointments at 20 locations in Kentucky. You can make an appointment now and take the test in any county offered that day.
All right, take a look here outside at the WYMT studios. A lot of sunshine, a little bit of cloud cover out there. Temperatures right now in the 60s. We're sitting at 68 degrees. Humidity is sitting at 40%, so it's very nice out there. Look at that wind. Very calm at this hour. All is quiet on live pinpoint Doppler radar, and temperatures right now still in the 60s and 70s. We're sitting at 72 in Middlesboro. Look at Jonesville, 73 degrees, 70 in Harlan. 59 in Wise, 64 in Whitesburg. Pikeville, good evening to you. You're seeing a temperature of 65 degrees. As we help you plan the next several hours, if you have evening plans out there, definitely get out and enjoy it. Look at this, 66 degrees with plenty of sunshine by the 7 o'clock hour, upper 50s and low 60s by the 9 o'clock hour. We'll stay partly cloudy as we go throughout the 11 o'clock time frame. Temperatures will be in the mid 50s, but we do have storm chances somewhere in the 7-day. We'll talk about that in the first alert forecast in a few minutes. Caroline.
Eric, thanks. A dangerous TikTok trend has made its way to Kentucky. We first told you about the trend here in eastern Kentucky yesterday. The trend encourages students to short-circuit their school-issued Chromebooks or laptops. Southern Middle School in Fayette County was evacuated yesterday when a student attempted the trend. Maggie Rickerby explains how the trend continues to cause issues throughout the Commonwealth.
This isn't the first TikTok challenge that's kind of wreaked havoc on our school system.
The Director of Operations and School Safety Coordinator for Jessamine County Schools says a student tried short-circuiting their school-issued Chromebook Thursday at West Jessamine Middle School,
which caused us to have to evacuate the school.
Matthew Simpson tells us the situation was resolved and students were able to resume classes, but continuing the trend could lead to injury and pose a fire hazard. Parents were notified of the incident Thursday.
It's an issue that we want to make sure that they're able to talk with their student about, educate their student, and again, to be mindful of what they're consuming and how they're taking those things and putting them into action.
Reported incidents have happened here in Jessamine County at West Jessamine Middle School and in Fayette County at Southern Middle School. And it's raised concerns in other counties as well. Stella Pollard, the Director of Technology for Franklin County Schools, says the trend could be costly. She says each Chromebook within her district is around $275. But what's more concerning are the dangers of the trend.
And unfortunately, that's the thing the TikTok challenge isn't showing, is all of the potential dangers, that it's not just damaging the Chromebook, that it could damage their home and much more.
School leaders encourage parents to have conversations with their children about the dangers of this TikTok challenge. Maggie Rickerby, WKYT.
Simpson says students who attempt the trend could not only face consequences from the schools, but could face criminal charges as well. A community rally and prayer vigil happened last night in Memphis for Tyree Nichols. 3 of the 5 former officers charged in his death were acquitted this week. Many people were in shock regarding the verdict, including Nichols' family. They all came together to reiterate that they are still seeking justice for Tyree.
The district attorney's office, the prosecutors, they did a great job. My son's fate lied in those juries, and they failed my son.
That's right.
They failed my son.
The 3 former officers acquitted this week, as well as 2 who took plea deals with the state, were all convicted on federal trials. They will receive their federal sentences next month. An East Tennessee pastor who was kidnapped last month in South Africa talked to reporters for the first time since the incident. Pastor Josh Sullivan and his family have been home for a couple of weeks now. Sullivan sat down with our sister station WVLT to talk about his ordeal and the power of prayer. They spoke at Sullivan's home church Fellowship Baptist in Maryville. Sullivan reflected on the moment he was rescued.
The police officer that found me in the vehicle comes in, and we get to meet, take a photo and all that. And he told me, he said, I want you to know that I know that there's people praying for you, and I know that you're a praying man, because we got lost when we found you. They had gotten a tip of a suspicious vehicle, that they were just following a lead.
Sullivan says while he was held captive, he was not beaten or assaulted, but says evil and awful things were said to him. National Police Week starts on Sunday. It runs from May 11th through May 17th. The week is about recognizing and paying tribute to local, state, and federal peace officers who have died or have been disabled in the line of duty. The week was established in 1962 when then-President John F. Kennedy proclaimed May 15th as National Peace Officers Memorial Day. Congress then established National Police Week by joint resolution as the week in which May 15th falls on. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, we find out if a tablet designed to have the same results as using toothpaste does what it's supposed to do.
And in the world of weather, will your mom need the raincoat or the sunglasses this weekend? Details coming up.